I'm Charlene Doverspike with Charlene's Houses, and we're talking with Heather and Vin Trin about the addition that they did with us this past year. Heather, how did you get our name? I know you just called one day, but how did you find out about us?
So we first found you on house.com.
Okay.
You had a lot of good reviews. We liked your pictures of your past projects that you had up there.
Let's just give folks an idea of how long this job started. We started in November.
So I believe it was the beginning of November. And then the target deadline was mid to end of March. And you were right on schedule.
I take that pretty seriously because I know it's not a lot of fun. I've told other folks about all the mattresses in the living room here because your project really involved losing all the bedrooms except the master.
Yes.
And I know some of the kids slept in the master bedroom with you sometimes, but I know you also set up mattresses downstairs. Let's talk about that a little bit, like how you actually planned for and accommodated and kept your kids from melting down during the whole process of nobody having a bedroom at all.
Well, I think the kids really thought of it as like camping. It was kind of exciting to them at first.
Okay.
And they never got to a point where it was tiresome at all.
Okay.
It was exciting the whole time for them. But we did make a thorough plan of what we were going to do, so that the boys who are the older ones could sleep on the main floor in a room where we had just enough open space that we could place their mattresses and their nightstands with them. All the bedrooms were torn apart, stored behind dressers, against the walls. So we had like narrow walking paths, like any possessions or linens that we needed to access went in boxes, labeled boxes on top of the dressers. And then anything else we couldn't fit down there, we finally put it all in the basement.
Well, y'all certainly seemed very organized, and it seemed like it worked okay, even though, it was a good amount of time that
it worked well.
It took. So I know y'all had some experience doing a renovation before. I remember talking to you about that, and y'all said y'all had actually worked with someone else. Was this experience better than that? Than the first one you had, or would you say it was comparable? Or
yeah, this experience was like many times better than the first. That first company also is out of business, and so we found them because apparently they were in Baltimore Magazine as like the best company, whatever.
Oh, wow.
But we didn't realize that they just paid Baltimore Magazine to be that.
Well, they had a change of ownership too.
Yeah, they had a change of ownership. We didn't really understand contracts that well, and so we never set a hard date. And they never set a hard date when things would get finished.
Okay.
And so the renovation took 2-3 times as long, and we had to like fight the entire time.
We never knew if anybody was going to show up.
We never knew if anyone was showing up.
Oh, geez.
They didn't even know who the contractors were. I think we went through like 4 different foremen. The foreman didn't. Yeah, it was not good.
I gotcha. Okay.
And so we kind of left that knowing like what to ask.
Yeah. So it was great to see that you came in saying, my guys are going to be there all the time. We're going to try not to work on the weekend, but if we do, just to catch up, we will ask you. If nobody's going to be there, we'll let you know, that type of thing. And then all of the just things that you did to protect our space while you were working was great. Like putting up the dust covers, floor protectors.
How long you've worked with your contractors was huge.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Right. That was a deciding
so
factor.
Important, I think, that you have a long relationship with your contractor.
Correct.
Yeah, and it does. It just makes every part of what we do easier. Because I know what to expect from them, and we talk every morning, or the project managers talk to them every morning. We know what's going on.